Right, good morning and ready. So we're ready to hit the road on a long ride to Kuruman today. 640 odd kilometers or so. We stop off in Aggeneys. I've stopped off in Pelle before, through Upington, then from Upington to Noordevanshoek, and then down through Katu, then Kuruman. So yeah, Pofadder as well. So it's Aggeneys, Pofadder, Upington. But yeah, it's going to be a lovely ride. Looking forward to it. An awesome stay in Springbok. 2 beautiful nights. Slept like a baby, must be honest. Not too cold, not too hot. Absolutely perfect. So one night in Kuruman at Red Sands Resort. I've stayed there before. Very lekker. And then the second night back to my dad in Senekal, so I can share some of the beauty that I've seen. So yeah, it's just been amazing tour. I can't say much more than that. Beautiful and everything. Beautiful and stunning and amazing. Yeah, so that's basically the kit that I have. Yeah, you've got the camping chair, got the water that sits at the back, right hand side pannier, left hand side pannier, top box that all fits into the top box, and yeah, that's it, basically camping. And then in the front over there you've obviously got the tank bag that sits on the top of the tank. But yeah, that's basically the gear that I use, basically the kit that I use. So very cool. It's all fits lekker, all fits nice and tight and snug, and that's it. Cool, let's switch it off. Oh, there we go, first town that I've just arrived at after leaving Springbok this morning. So it's the little town of Aggeneys. I've wanted to stop here, but I really like the sign, where we greet you with friendly smiles, but we don't tolerate littering. Yeah, so I took a little bit of a ride into Aggeneys. Wow, what an interesting town. Definitely want to learn a little bit more about it, want to see a little bit more, research a little bit more. Looks like a very nice private public type initiative that's going here. Surprisingly, as you ride in, there's some rolling lawns, rolling green lawns everywhere. Nice little shopping centre. They've got water wise management. So yeah, very impressive. Lovely little town. Definitely want to come and spend some time here. It's really, really cool. Looks amazing. Like there's a little shopping centre behind me here. So yeah, very impressed. I wonder if they've got any stickers. Maybe I should try and find a sticker here. We'll see if they've got any, and then if not the end of the world, but yeah, it'll be worth having. Who knows of Aggeneys? But anyway, beautiful. Very impressed. Cheers, chat later. Bye. So yeah, I am in Pofadder. One of those places. I've been to Pitsonavata, been to Pelle, been to Pofadder. So yeah, very interesting place, interesting town. Lovely ride so far, not a breath of wind. As you can see, a beautiful little car in the background behind me, and it's a Rus en Vrede, not rest in peace, rust in peace. It's a very cool little vehicle. Yeah, but nice to be in Pofadder. We're about 210 or so k's away from Upington. Very cool, bike's gone very well, road is perfect, trip has been perfect so far. So yeah, today's going lekker. Still a long way to go, but yes, enjoying it. Very cool. We'll chat later. Bye. quick stop off in Upington. Need to stretch the legs a little bit, get a Coke, get a pie, get some lunch, need some energy, and then yeah, the last stretch through to Kuruman. But yeah, it's been a good ride so far. Nice and hot now. Had to take the top off that I had on because it was getting bloody hot. But yeah, very cool. It's been a nice ride, and yeah, I'm gonna hit the road soon again. Cheers, bye. So here I sit. It's been an awesome ride today. I'm sitting in Kuruman at the Red Sands Resort, Red Sands Lodge. Amazing place. I've been here twice before. So this is the last night camping. So very chuffed with that. I'm going to try and get an early night. If that happens, we'll see if that happens. But it's been really great. Got some boerewors. I got my ubiquitous boerewors rolls. So whenever I start a tour or whenever I end a tour, I have to have a boerewors roll. So tonight's dinner will be boerewors rolls. It should be a great evening again, like every other evening's been. It's been a great tour, absolutely great. But lots to reflect on. That's the thing. Lots to reflect on. I've made notes along the journey, but it's nowhere close to the memories that have been created. So that's awesome. Anyway, let me not bore you to death, and that's it for now. Cheers, bye. So who is Scotty Smith? What is Scotty Smith? And I read a book a good few years ago after researching Scotty Smith and his exploits in the Kalahari and the Northern Cape. I wanted to find out more about this enigma. So he was born, not as Scotty Smith, he was born and his name was George St. Leger Gordon Lennox. And he was born in Perth, Scotland in 1845, and he died in Upington in 1918. On a Northern Cape tour in 2019, I went to the Upington cemetery to try and locate his gravestone, and lo and behold, I found his gravestone, and I believe that I wanted to pay homage to this legend that was called Scotty Smith. The book was very insightful, very colourful. The stories that he did, the stories and the things that he did were remarkable. A controversial figure, but nonetheless, it was a remarkable story. It was a remarkable individual and a remarkable person. Big burly Scotsman, big red beard. But there's so many stories that I could share, but there's the one story that I will share is the story around how he got the name Scotty Smith. And it's never been proven because there's a number of theories as to how he got the name Scotty Smith. Scotty Smith, or George St. Leger Gordon Lennox, was also a trained veterinarian, and he had a love and a passion for horses. He was on a ship sailing, and he noticed that the captain's horse on the ship was very unsettled. It wasn't very happy, it wasn't very comfortable. So he took it upon himself, and he went and had a look at the horse, and he noticed that the shoeing wasn't satisfactory, and that was making the horse very uncomfortable. So he took it upon himself to fix it, because he was a veterinarian and he knew all about horses. And after he had fixed it, the captain noticed that the horse was very calm, very settled, and yeah, it was very happy. It was a lot more settled than it was previously. thanked Scotty Smith for the work that he had done. The shipmates nicknamed him Scotty Smith, and the reason being is that number one, he is Scottish of descent, and number two, he was a blacksmith. So Scotty Smith, and I think I like that story because that obviously has a truth to it, I suppose, and that's where Scotty Smith came from as a name. Scotty Smith is also known as the Robin Hood of the Kalahari. He was renowned along the lengths and breadths of the Kalahari, that entire area. He extended all the way from Upington, probably Pofadder, probably Pella, probably Aggeneys, probably Springbok, all the way through to the Eastern Free State. He had dealings in Ladybrand. There's many stories about that. But he was renowned. And also because of where I was riding that whole day from Springbok all the way through to Kuruman were his stomping grounds. That's where he was in his element. That's where he undertook a lot of his exploits. From diamond smuggling to horse stealing to helping the poor to stealing from the rich to give to the poor, as a Robin Hood would. Chapter that I spoke about Bundu, I mentioned that there's a striking similarity between the two, but you make up your own mind. I'll put the two pictures of Scotty Smith and Bundu, and then you can determine whether there is any sort of similarity between the two. As I mentioned, Bundu is a living legend, Scotty Smith is a dead legend, but both a legend in their own rights. And yeah, that's the story of Scotty Smith, and that's why I named the chapter Scotty Smith. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you know a little bit more about Scotty Smith now. And yeah, that's it for now. Cheers. Bye.